Hey fam, welcome to class. Today we're going to stretch into the hands. And our hands have a beautiful relationship with the ground when we do yoga or calisthenics or pretty much any exercise, body weight exercise that we spend a lot of time on the ground. And also the hands interact with the world, right? The hands are the most sensitive parts of your body, apart from your lips, where that's how we feel the world around us. And when we do a lot of exercises, when we put our hands on the ground, the hands get super tired and we don't even realize it. The tightness builds into our forearms, into our elbows, and it just kind of, doesn't feel so groovy. So today, let's stretch into the hands. We'll do something a little different, but it's how I usually stretch and release the tension. So we'll do one hand at a time. Take your right hand, have the fingers turn back, so the fingers face towards me. So, normally you would place the hands down, hands and knees, but this time your fingers are going to face backwards. I'm going to press the palm of my hand into the ground, and I'm going to slowly walk my knees back. My left hand is there as scaffolding, just kind of like a kickstand, and I'm going to start to move my hand back a bit. So if you notice, my fingers are gripping. I'll show you at a slightly different angle. So my fingers are gripping into the ground as my knees are moving back. So feel that action. And as my fingers start to grip, my bicep pushes forward. So maybe you start to lift off the palm of the hand. Maybe you don't, maybe you're here. Maybe this is like, holy crap, like I can't do anything. And that's totally okay. It all depends on the mobility of our wrist, if you have the space. If you don't have the space, it's okay. We're working into it. This is a practice, all right? You're here doing something good for yourself instead of trying to force anything out. So move with it, take your time, stretch, add that space. Maybe you lift back, maybe you lift up and you lean back, and my bicep is pressing forward. So, if you'll feel a little bit of a length all the way up into your shoulder. Take your time with it. So move forward, move back, press. It's a very active stretch. This is not passive at all. You're working into it, you're moving into it, you're creating that stretch capacity. And then let that go. Come out of it. Ooh. You might feel like you have a brand new right hand. Don't move too much, make the movements gentle, take your time with it. And then let's go to the left side. So the left fingers face back, and let me turn a bit so you can see it in a different angle. So the left fingers turn back, and the same idea. I'm pressing the palm of the hand into the ground as I'm pressing the left bicep forward, and I'm pulling back. So my left fingers are very active. They're pressing into the ground as I'm pulling back. And maybe you start to take the knees further back. Again, just go to a space that feels comfortable. And I'm pressing my bicep forward. So my left bicep is forward, I'm pressing into the ground, and I'm leaning forward and back. Forward and back. Maybe the palm of the hand lifts. Maybe it doesn't. It's totally okay. You're just working into that space. I can feel it in my left shoulder. Maybe you can too. But that's not required at all. It's just an idea. Maybe you feel a length up your left forearm, the inner forearm, pressing into the ground, pressing your bicep forward. Take your time with it. You're almost done. You don't have to look like me. I just have a bit more space because I've been doing the stretch for a while. And then let that go. Wow. Ooh. No matter how many times I do these stretches, my hands always stuck to me because I spend a lot of time on the ground. I love doing handstands. If you practice with me, you clearly know that. And I love doing arm balances and pretty much anything that's a bit crazy. So it helps me open up new space in my wrist. Let's go to the other side. So we work to the inner part of the hands. Let's work the outer part. So take your hands, make fists, squeeze the fists together. All right, so you're punching the hands together. You place the back of the hands down, walk your knees back, and then you drop your elbows to the ground. So if you notice, my hands are still pressing. I haven't released the fists, so I'm keeping the fists pressing against each other. The elbows come down, and then while keeping that action, I try and lift up, and then I go back down. So I lift up, so I'm pressing. So the back of my wrists are pressing into the ground. So the back of the fleshy part of my hand is pressing into the ground as I lift up, and then I come down. I lift up and come down. So feel that action. I'm pressing into the ground and feeling that length in my upper back as I find my breath. Pressing my hands down, lengthening. And you can do this a few times. Just make sure your hands are active. So it's kind of like you're punching into each fist as you find that length. When you find your breath, opening up that space, breathing. Feel that length in your wrist. And maybe you want to stay, maybe you want to work into that last bit of action. I'm pressing into the ground, pressing everything away, feeling that long capacity. And don't worry if your hands do not don't work so deep, it's totally okay. Just go to a space that you feel sensation. And then let that go. Sit back. Your hands have so many bones going, like tiny bones and ligaments and tendons. It's such a miracle, the way it works. And, spending time with it, doing something good really helps you reconnect with your hands. Let's come back to the first stretch we did. And this time we'll do it with both hands. So I'm going to take my fingers facing back, one hand and then the other hand. And then I'm going to press my hips back. I'm going to press the biceps forward. So notice if this surprisingly gives you a bit more space. You could still be here, or you could be all the way here making a funny face, which is perfectly fine. I mean, funny faces are highly recommended. Or maybe you start to notice there's a bit more space for you to take your hips back and scooch back. Maybe pressing your biceps forward, feeling that length, maybe bending the elbows. Just test. So you can lengthen the fascia, you can even break the chain, it's fine. You're just working into the space. Otherwise, lean back, push the biceps forward. This is our last one for today. So notice that sensation and smile into the feeling, right? Breathe into it. Last 2 breaths, nice deep breaths. And then let it go. Come out of it. Move the hands very gently. Wow. My hands feel new, they feel rejuvenated, and I'm ready to get back to my practice eventually. So let me know how this worked for you. I always find that spending time into our wrists, into our hands, makes such a big difference. It helps us in our practice as well, taking off stress, and also it avoids us getting issues like carpal tunnel and many other, things with the tightness of the hands. And with the things we do, like our hands are using phones and we're always on laptops, and then we put stress on it while moving. So I hope this helped. I hope this helped you find something interesting within your body, and let me know how it goes. Use your hands to send me a comment and type it out. So otherwise, thank you for practicing with me. My name is Varun. I wish you a beautiful day. Peace.